Do you know that when global oil price increases, the cost of building a house also goes up? Most people don't see the connection, but it's very real. You see, whenever oil prices increase globally, it affects almost every part of the economy. And one sector that feels it almost immediately is construction and real estate. First issue to note is that oil affects energy costs. Now, producing building materials like cement, steel, glass, aluminium, paint, tiles requires a lot of energy. Now, when crude oil becomes more expensive, factories spend more money producing these materials. And when production costs increase, the price of the materials also increases. Now, for context, cement has just increased by 30%, steel 20%, and sharp sand by 25%. Now, the second issue to consider is transportation. Most construction materials are heavy. Think about sand, cement, granite, blocks, iron rods. They are transported across cities using trucks that run on diesel. So when diesel price increases, the cost of moving these materials increases as well, and that cost is passed on to buyers. The third issue to look at is global shipping. Many construction materials used in Nigeria are imported. When oil price rise, shipping costs increase around the world. That makes imported materials also expensive. Add to that international shipping costs is the fact that almost everything we import from China, which is where we import 70 to 80% of our materials, will also suffer an inevitable price increase because about 30% of the crude consumption of the China economy comes through the Strait of Hormuz that is currently not in operation, and that will automatically affect the cost of energy in China. Now, what does all this mean for the Nigerian economy? When building materials become more expensive, the cost of constructing houses rises. And when construction costs increase, developers have no choice but to increase property prices. So over time, higher oil prices often lead to more expensive houses and apartments. Now, for developers who have sold out their project as off-plan units and construction is still not up to 50%, this is when to know who really have good financial plan for their project. And for investors who have keyed into off-plan project, this is when to start saying your prayers and hoping your developer actually delivers, because it will touch everybody. This and many other reasons is why global issues like war is not something that should be encouraged at all. And if this war is not cut short quickly, we could be looking at a potential COVID-like situation. I mean, economically, because the number of abandoned projects and real estate companies that got shut down due to the unexpected economic shocks back then, it was just too much. This is why when buying into off-plan project, it is important to buy from developers who actually have the financial capacity to deliver, regardless of any unexpected economic shocks.